Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing really well. I thought I would bring the what I eat in a day videos back because I think it's been around 2 months since I've done one of these, and I personally love filming them. I hope you guys enjoy watching them, so if you do want to see more of these in the future, feel free to let me know in the comments, and also hit subscribe if you don't want to miss any more videos from me. But of course, we are starting off with breakfast. Today was pretty simple, to be fair. I literally just did what I always do and started with making myself a coffee.
Sure we had fun tonight, you and me felt alright, but it's time you pick up your phone. You won't be worth my while, me and you.
I have been going with half decaf coffees at the moment because sometimes caffeine just doesn't really sit right with me. If I feel a little bit like on edge or a little bit anxious, then most of the time I can put it down to caffeine. So yeah, half decaf it is at the moment, and then I also just add in 1 sugar, and also with this coffee I did use oat milk, which I literally just heated up in the microwave, and that is my coffee recipe. So then once that was made, I moved on to my actual breakfast, and on this morning I decided to have oats, which I haven't had for ages. I just randomly saw these in the shop the day before I filmed this video. I'm sure a majority of people have made these before, but I literally just empty the packet into the bowl, add the milk, pop it in the microwave, but most importantly keep an eye on it, because this stuff is an absolute nightmare if it boils over and just goes everywhere. It's not fun. So yeah, make sure I keep an eye on it, and then I get it out obviously when it's ready.
Take it off, put it on, then be on your way. It's not your fault, my baby. It's not on you, my baby. I'm just not the right kind of girl for you. You deserve somebody who's loving you. You shouldn't call me later. Promise it's for the better. I'm just not the right kind of girl for you.
So once it is ready, I usually would add like a huge scoop of Nutella into this or something like that, or maybe honey, just anything you really fancy topping it off with. But I was hoping to have Nutella this day, but I looked in the cupboard and we had none, so I had to improvise, and the only thing we did have was actual dairy milk chocolate. So I just thought, screw it, I'm going to cut some of that up and I'm going to put it in and make it a chocolate porridge. So that is exactly what I did, and it was great. I'm not going to lie, it was one of the best breakfasts I've had in a while, so highly recommend that. If you do run out of Nutella or anything to put on your porridge, this also works too.
Yeah, hold on to my heart. It's not your fault, my baby. It's not on you, my baby.
But then I literally just take my breakfast and my coffee through to the lounge and set my laptop up with a few YouTube videos on just while I eat that.
Promise it's for the better. I'm just not the right kind of girl for you, cause I got a rule. I hold on to my heart, share with nobody. I don't want nobody else. Yeah, I hold on to my heart, give it up for nobody. I just keep it to myself. I've been too hurt before, I've been through hell before. So hold on to my, now hold on to my heart. I've been alone before, this way I won't get bored. So hold on to.
Okay, so then on to lunchtime. This particular day I decided to make pasta. I feel like my lunches change literally day to day. Sometimes I make a meal in the house, sometimes me and Brad pop out to the shop and grab like a sandwich or something. It really just depends what we're both up to. But yeah, this day I stayed home and made myself a super quick and easy pasta dish. Started off with filling up my water bottle though. I feel like I'd never mentioned this in my what I eat in a day videos, but I do try and drink as much water throughout the day as I possibly can. Today's pasta was just pesto pasta because it is literally 2 ingredients. Obviously I start with boiling some water for the pasta, pop that in and let that cook, and then we can move on to the next steps. Of course, don't forget to salt your water, very important.
I ran away from heartbreak, got nothing in return for my pain. I never thought I'd be so empty, so
Once that is cooked, I just drain it out into the sink, and then I also like to drizzle over a bit of olive oil to stop the pasta from kind of sticking together. It just helps everything kind of combine a lot nicer. So I do that first, and then I literally just go in with the pesto. I do put quite a lot on, but it is because I personally just love the taste of this. So I put a big scoop of that on and mix it all together, and then you'll see in a second that my favourite ingredient to this dish is to grate a load of cheese into there and again mix it all up, because it does start to kind of melt because the pasta is obviously really hot, and yeah, it just makes it taste so yummy. And that is it. I did say it was very simple, and I literally just serve it up. And again, I actually take this one through to the lounge as well and eat my lunch there. Usually I will kind of sit with Brad, but he was on a call on this particular day, so I just went and had lunch on my own, and it just happened to again be in the lounge.
I needed something different, and it had to be you. Out the blue, somebody who would listen, and it had to be you. Out of all the people to reply my love, couldn't be just anyone. My baby, it had to be you. I didn't seem to notice that you were checking for me. We were just friends, but we started building trust, and my fragile heart started to mend. Yeah.
On the day I'm filming this voiceover, I actually have Bonnie with me, and she wants to say hi. That was Bonnie saying hi. Anyway, on with dinner. So if you guys have been following my recent vlogs, you'll probably know that we have recently started up HelloFresh again. This is in no way sponsored at all. I have used them in the past, and my parents have honestly used them for I think around 4 years now. So we've just really loved them as a family, as a service. It's just such a great idea to kind of try out different recipes and different meals that you wouldn't necessarily think to make maybe. And obviously it's very convenient. Everything just turns up at your door in these little bags, and yeah, you can pick exactly what you want every week. There is so much to choose from, and it's just a really nice way of cooking as well. So I literally just start by choosing my meal for the evening, and this day I decided to go for a goat cheese and mushroom burger.
Out of all the people to revive my love, couldn't be just anyone. My baby, it had to be you, you.
So I will leave the exact recipe down below if you guys want to follow along with it, but in case you wanted to follow along with the video, then the first step is literally just to cut up the potatoes into homemade chips. But I did actually decide to add a couple of sweet potatoes as well, which weren't in the recipe, but again, that's something that I love about this, is that you can kind of add your own twist on things, add different ingredients, or just switch a few things out if you wanted to. So yeah, once that step was done, I literally just popped them onto a baking tray, covered them in oil, and then put them in the oven on I think around 200, just to obviously roast off and cook.
My life wasn't perfect, yeah, I know that now. When it came crashing down, all I know is that I need you around. When it comes crashing down, all I need is not to feel so much alone. So step inside my zone, baby, you can give me everything I want. Everything I want.
Then this recipe had a kind of like homemade caramelized onion sauce, so that is what I moved on to making next. So I literally just cut up the onion and again fried that off in the frying pan, and then you guys will see in a sec, but you literally just add balsamic vinegar and some sugar to this, let it all cook off and evaporate and everything, and that is your caramelized onion sauce. It honestly tastes so good, and again, I did add more ingredients to this because I weirdly really like onions, so we made a lot of this to make sure there was enough to go around.
And never be apart. All I need is not to feel so much alone. So step inside my zone, baby, I can give you everything you want. Everything you want.
So then once that was done, I moved on to prepping the mushrooms to go in the oven. Obviously these are kind of acting as like a vegetarian burger. We do actually tend to choose quite a few vegetarian meals when we're using HelloFresh, and neither of us are vegetarians. I just really like the sound of most of them, so this is kind of one of those meals. So I literally just started by removing the stalks from the mushrooms. Oh, then apparently I went back to the caramelized onion because it was ready, so I just set this aside in a bowl ready for later. So then to fry off the mushrooms quickly before they went into the oven, again I just reheated some oil in the pan and popped the mushrooms in there to cook off a bit. Then this meal had a little side salad with it, but it wasn't like lettuce leaves, it was pea shoots, which were actually so nice. I never usually go for these, but I would very happily buy these again in the shop and add them to other meals that we have. I just feel like they add a different flavour, which I really liked. So literally all you had to do with this was add some balsamic vinegar, and that was it. It was ready for later. So I just flipped over the mushrooms that were already cooking and sliced the ciabatta rolls in half, and then the mushrooms were done. So I basically just assembled everything. So I took the goat cheese out of the packet and I just added that to the top of the mushrooms and then popped that on a baking tray along with the rolls, and then this all kind of went in the oven to grill off for around 10 minutes or so. And then that was literally it. You can just assemble everything together on the plate. It is again a very easy meal, but it was very flavoursome. I definitely have this again. So again, I went back into the lounge and I ate my dinner with Brad. Obviously we had exactly the same thing until when it came to dessert, I decided to have a donut and a few crispy M&Ms, and Brad had some ice cream in case you're interested. Also, I think I forgot to mention, but with this meal we did just have a glass of rosé each, and yeah, that was the whole of dinner. So that is it for this video, I guess. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I do want to bring these back quite regularly, especially because we are doing HelloFresh again, and I just feel like there's a few recipes in there that maybe you guys haven't heard of, but everything is step by step and very easy to follow. So if you do want some meal ideas, then hopefully these videos will help. But thank you guys so much for watching as always, and I will speak to you all very soon in my next one. Bye guys.